What's going on, guys? Chris from the Bag Boys back with another 2K16 video, and today we're going to be starting a new series on this channel based off MyGM, and it's going to be controlling the New York Knicks. We're going to be using a 2017 roster with the free agents who have agreed to deals so far, and all the players who were drafted. So we're going to be using that roster as the New York Knicks and sim like most games, and we're going to play a couple games like against big rival. What did I just click? God damn it. It doesn't matter too much, but we're just going to start off here by changing all our training settings, which I usually change at the very start of the season to make sure everyone is developing quickly and how I want them to. So I always base off team chemistry because that's what I like. I want my team to like work well together, to know each other. I usually change a couple of these down. But the Knicks, they do have a pretty good team going into next season with D Rose, Joakim Noah, Carmelo, and Kristaps. Like, that's a pretty nice starting lineup, and it's gonna suck if D Wade ends up signing with them because I started early, but that's gonna be a nice team if he does decide to sign with the Knicks. Him, D Rose, Carmelo, everything like that in the starting five. Like, let's like this roster. So we got Carmelo, D Rose, Kristaps, Joakim Noah, and a bunch of other like bench players who aren't really that great. But we do have a pretty nice starting lineup, though. I guess that's what matters the most, but the bench is actually really bad. But in free agents, because, like, most of these players haven't signed with anyone, like, or there's only Pau Gasol, I guess, now, but because Pau Gasol hasn't signed with anyone, I guess, like, he's in the free agency, and we could sign him, but I don't think I'm going to sign him because I want to make this, like, a little bit realistic, like not making like 50 trades in one season or just signing every free agent or getting like the best free agents in free agency, but I just want to keep it a little realistic. Like, I might sign him, like I might like think a little about it, but I just want to make this a little bit realistic. So these are like the salary for all these players. But I just want to say, like, a lot of really bad players, like, just because the salary cap has increased a lot, like, they're getting way overpaid, especially compared to, like, NFL players. Like, it's just crazy how much money the NBA has now to spend on all these players. But I want to look at this calendar and see, like, what teams I want to be, like, playing against manually and not simming through. So I want to be playing against like other like young good teams and like some really good teams. Like the Lakers, I think I want to play like they have a really good young team developing. The Raptors, I might want to play. I know they have a really good team. I really like them. The Thunder are another team I might want to play. But there's just some teams I'll probably like look through while the season goes on and see what games I'm gonna play. Like down here, I might play the Clippers because I know the Clippers are really good. I might play like 12 games manually and the rest I'll sim through, but I'll just see how we do for these first couple of games. I'm gonna sim these first 6 and play against the Lakers. That'll be in the next episode, but in this first video, I'm just gonna sim these 6 and see what happens. So we lose the first one to the Bucks. Actually, did they sign anyone? OJ Mayo, I know he got like banned from the NBA. Actually, first I want to look at every other team. Like the Lakers, they signed Timothy Mozgov to a $64 million deal for 4 years. And he is really bad. He sat on the bench for most of the playoffs, but They have a really good young team. They have Luau Deng, who I know he's really good, especially from the Chicago Bulls days. I was a really big fan of him. But they have a really good young developing team. The Magic, they also have a good team. Like, they got Serge Ibaka, they just signed Bismack Biyombo, and they have a really good team. I think they can make the playoffs this year, maybe. Like, I think they're better than the Knicks. Their starting lineup isn't, but their benches. The Mavericks, I don't think anything's happened. The Nets, I know they got Jeremy Lin. That's all. The Nuggets, what happened? Who did they get in the draft? Who did they? Oh, they got Jamal Murray. But they have a pretty decent team. The Pacers, I know they have made a couple of trades, and they signed Al Jefferson. Like, their team is actually looking really good now, and to help Paul George and set him leading the whole team. But like, they traded for Jeff Teague and Thaddeus Young. They got Al Jefferson. Like, I think they could contend for a title again, like they did a couple years ago. The Pelicans, I know they still have pretty much the same team with Buddy Hield. The Pistons, they are basically the same. The Raptors, did they get anyone? No. All they signed so far is they got Jacob I don't even know how to say that, in the draft, and they re-signed DeMar. Rockets, I really don't care about. I hate them. The Spurs, they didn't really get anyone. The Suns, nope. But I won't. Who do you guys think the Kevin Durant is gonna go to? Because I think he's probably most likely gonna stay in OKC. Like, I just think that's what he's gonna do. Like, if they made it to the conference finals and I think their team got a lot better with Victor Oladipo and whoever this DeMontis Sabonis in the draft. Like, their team looks a lot better. I think they could probably win next year. But most teams, they haven't really done that much because it's just really like the first day into free agency. Nothing's really happened. But I'm just gonna sim through these. In our first game, Carmelo had 20 points. Derrick Rose had 15. Joakim had 5 and 12. I actually want to set this. I want Derrick Rose leading this team. I know Carmelo is the best player on here, but I want Derrick Rose leading this. He's my favorite player in the whole league, and I want him leading this whole team. And I might set Carmelo to second, but I already did that, I think. I also want to give these players a little less minutes. And I might... Oh, he already got signed. I was gonna sign Powell, actually, but what team actually signed him? Oh, yeah. I think Dwayne Wade's actually gonna leave the Heat. Like, I heard that they only offered him like $10 million a year, and he wants way more than that. I think he's definitely gonna leave. And the Knicks and the Bucks and the Bulls, like, they are like the teams are supposed to be like the teams are most likely to get him. And I think he might actually come to the Knicks because I think the Knicks are way better than the Bucks. The Bulls really have no one now. Like, they got Jimmy. That's really all. The rest of the team, I think, just sucks now. But I think he'll go to the Knicks, and the Knicks, if they get him, they could actually maybe contend. The Hawks picked up Dwight, actually. Mike Conley actually got that really big contract. Ooh, the Clippers signed Powell. That's actually, I don't know, how is that gonna work too well, because they already had Blake Griffin and DeAndre, and they have Powell in there. Like, the Clippers, they always just choke like the Thunder in the playoffs. Like, they can just never do anything. But I want to send the second game, and we actually beat the Hawks by 2, and D-Rose had 35 and 6. Kristaps had 24. Joe Kim had 11-13. I'm just gonna sim these really quick now. Just let Lance Holmes, I really don't care, leave Bruce heel. I don't understand 2K injuries. Like, a bruised heel, like, I bruised my heel, like, many times. Actually, not many. Maybe, like, once or twice, but, like, I always just play through, like, any bruises. A bruised knee. Of course it's his knee. For Derrick Rose, I'm gonna sit him, because he's actually important, and he's Derrick Rose. Oh, what? It already did it itself. Oh, I think I clicked that. Whatever that button was. Oh yeah, I'll just leave it like that, I guess. Because there's only 2 more games. You lose to the Bucks. Who's on the Bucks? Oh, so we would go 2-4 in our first 6 games. That's not too great, but I guess it's okay for how really bad our team is. And before I actually end this video, I'm actually going to see if I can get any trades done. See if I can get like 1 trade in. He will I'll actually, Derrick Rose is asking for a little. I'm actually gonna give him more. And he will re-sign with us. I want to see who has a big contract on this team. Derek Williams. I'm gonna see if I can get anything out of him. But basically, like, I just want to rebuild, like, these Knicks and see if I could get them a championship. I just want to, like, try playing with some, like, really bad teams, rebuilding them, see if I can do something good with them, and see if they could do something in real life also. So I'm not really getting anything really good for him. Rodney Stuckey, he's 30, but is he decent? I thought he used to be a shooter, I thought, but I'm not sure. I never really looked at him before. Mr. Danny Green, I know he can shoot time. 83. I feel like that's a little low. But Boban, I know he is 7'4" and he's huge. I might actually take that trade. Dragon Bender. He's only 17? What? I didn't know he could be drafted still. But I know he is actually pretty decent coming into the draft, so I'm actually gonna take that trade for him. And because I know he can actually do something. He could be pretty decent off the bench for us. I actually want him on the team, so I'm gonna end the video off there. Where in the next episode we will be playing the Los Angeles Lakers. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know if you want this series to continue, if you want me to do more of it, or if you just want to see me play a different game in general. So I'll see you guys next time in the next video.